Get ready with me while I tell you guys the story of how I got into my first fight. This happened around like my freshman year of high school, and it was with honestly one of my ex-friends. But let me like tell you slash explain like what happened. I had like a school dance, and she had went with her boyfriend, and I guess she had left early. I did not know that she fucking left, but she had left early, and I guess her boyfriend was there, and I guess he did something with some girl. She texted me like that weekend, and she's like, did you see anything? And I was just like, to be honest, no. Like, I was with my friends, and I didn't even know you left. I thought he left with you. So she's like, oh, okay, like, whatever. And she's like, has a new friend group, okay? Like, me and her didn't really hang out as much as we used to be, but like, I would still consider her as a friend. Like, I would talk to her like here and there when I would see her, but keep in mind she had a new friend group. And eventually, like, it was maybe like a week after everything, and she had texted me talking about that she wants to fight me. So she wanted to fight me because supposedly she expected me to watch her man. When I literally told her I didn't even know that she was fucking there with her man. I didn't even know she left. Even if you did leave, you should have took your man with you. Like, the fuck you leaving him at a school dance for? But basically, she wanted to fight me because of that. And I said I was not gonna fight her because, one, that's not my problem that your man, did something with some girl. Two, I wasn't even with you that night. I was with my friends. So how is it my fault that, like, you expected me to, like, supposedly watch your man? Like, no. First of all, no. Just no. But we just kept, like, arguing over text. And she's like, well, you're my friend. I would expect you to watch him. And I'm texting her like, Miss Girl, first of all, you didn't even fucking tell me you were there. Second of all, you should have told your fucking friends that you went with your man to watch them. Like, why are you getting mad at me, So she just kept saying like, oh, like, I'm gonna run up on you, I'm gonna fight you, I wanna fight. And I'm like, okay. Keep in mind, this girl is still with her man that supposedly did something at that fucking school dance. She's still with him. So, like, 2 weeks passed, maybe, and she's still, like, saying that she's gonna fight me. Maybe not 2 weeks, maybe, like, a couple days. Saying that she's gonna beat my ass, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting on her, because, So, eventually, she starts talking about my family. And one thing about me, do not fuck with me and my family. Sorry, you can talk about me all you want, but just don't talk about my family. So this girl starts to talk about my dad, talking about some and I'm at the school bus in early crocodile, 7 in the morning, school bus. I'm with my friends. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fight this bitch, cause she's over here talking about my family. No. So all my friends are like, whoa, yeah, beat her ass. So I see her, I get off the bus, I see her, she's like you walk into like her school, you walk in the gate, and there's like a class right there for like band, and she was right there. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it right now. I go, and I comfort her, I'm like, oh, you wanna talk about this and this and this and this and this and this, like, wah. The bell rings, and I'm like looking at my friends like, do I hear her? I'm just kidding. But I get to usha. So then we start fighting, and her friend like wants to jump in. So I want to say like she jumped in. I think she just tried to like, yank me off. But while she was doing that, my friend thought she was jumping. So my friend jumped in and started hitting the girl I was supposed to fight. Well, am fighting. So once they started seeing that my friend was hitting her, her friend grabbed my friend that was hitting her, and me and the girl that I was supposed to fight start fighting again. And we're tussling, rustling, dustling all over the floor. Then finally, like, they separated it, and then I went to my first period, like, fine. Second period, fine. They got me during nutrition. So the principal ended up seeing the video of us fighting, and I did hit first, so I got suspended for like 4 or 5 days, and she only got suspended for like 3 days, just because I hit her first. So I intended to start a fight. But yeah, that was pretty much the story of how I got into my first fight. This is the finished look. Let me know if you guys want another video like this, because I have many more. Many more.
You have not experienced toxic until you've been left at a public place before. And I have a few times that this has happened to me, but the main one that always sticks out is when I got left at a restaurant with no phone, barely any clothes on, and my boyfriend was nowhere to be found. We were hanging out at my house kind of late at night, and then we decided that we wanted to go to this like little bar/restaurant near us just to pick up some food. I literally didn't think to bring anything but myself because I'm not paying for shit. Keep in mind, it was late at night, and we genuinely thought that we were just gonna go pick up some food and then go home. So I was in booty short pajama shorts, a short sleeve top, slippers, and then I brought my phone that was maybe on like 10%. And it was like winter time, I'm pretty sure. So it was like cold, but I didn't give a fuck because I literally thought we were just gonna be in, be out. Somehow on the 8-minute drive that it was to the place, we got into a major fight, and I'm pretty sure it's because he saw a guy in my phone, but in reality, it was just like something about business. I literally showed him the text messages and everything, and it didn't matter. I was still a whore in his eyes. So obviously we pull up to the place and we're in like a screaming fight. So I get out of the car thinking that this motherfucker was gonna go put it in park and then follow my ass inside, okay? Because that was the usual. So I walk inside and the host is like, hey, like, you know, how many? And I'm like, oh, like, my boyfriend's about to be here, like, just 2, but we're just gonna take it to go. As I'm saying this, I look outside and I see the motherfucker driving away. He literally stops in front of the door, looks at me, and then, like, puts it in sport and just, like, vroom, like, drives. And I look at the host, I'm like, oh, like, that was my boyfriend, so I actually don't know. I was like, I'll just get a table for myself. He puts me down at the table, and I'm sitting there, and I'm on like 5%, and I'm like, well, I'm a hungry bitch. I'm gonna get what I came here for. I got those Parmesan sliders, and I kept eating, thinking that he was literally going to text me and then come back. And he quite literally never did. 10 minutes went by, nothing. Then he turned off his location. 20 minutes went by, and I'm sitting there like on my last slider being like, oh shit. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to pay for these. And so I'm like texting him, he's not responding. I call him multiple times, he's not responding. And I'm sitting there also telling him like, hey, like, I have no money. Like, you have to come back and pay for me. Then the host, who saw that I was like kind of like crying secretly, he comes up to me and hands me $20. And he's like, this is for you. Like, I see what's going on. Like, I'm so sorry. Hopefully this pays for your meal. If anything, like, I'll take care of the rest of it. And I'm sitting there literally like crying to him, like, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate it. And now I'm pissed because now you made someone else have to pay for me, and that's just like not okay. I walked my happy ass outside, and I'm literally debating on walking home. And I could have called like my sister or something, but it was during the era where like she was probably fed up with the toxicity, and so I just was kind of embarrassed. But as I'm walking home, I'm like, fuck this guy, actually. And now the way that the restaurant was, there's also like a little center of other places that you could go eat and drink at. And I said, I'm gonna walk into every single one of these places and see where this motherfucker is. Bonus points if I catch him with another fucking girl, because then I can slap the shit out of him. I walk my happy ass to one place, he's not there. I walk my happy ass to the second place, and I say, hey, did a guy with like fuck, and I'm like describing him, and the girl's like, I think he came in, actually. Yeah, I think I do recognize him. And I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. So I'm like, where the fuck is he? And she goes, I think he walked upstairs. There's like a second floor. Go up there. I said, okay, bet. Okay, bet. I'm walking in this nice-ass restaurant with literally pajamas on. I walk up the stairs, and I see this motherfucker at the bar. And he's not alone. He's with an older woman. Now, little did I know, her husband was also right next to them. So he was talking to this older couple, but I just see a girl and I go red. So I go up to him and I'm like, fuck you, fucking pussy ass bitch, fuck you, I hate your ass. I'm like saying all this shit. And the husband literally looks at him and goes, I think you ought to take your girl home. Like, I don't know why you're here alone, but like, I think you gotta take her home. He's like, yeah, let me tab out. And so I go sit and I'm like watching him like, go ahead, tab out. And so then he tabs out, he takes me home, and I'm just screaming at him the entire time. And then we go home and we wake up the next day like nothing happened. And then we like hang out the next day and like laugh about it.
Get rid of me while I tell y'all how me and my friends literally skipped school and did not get caught. Alright, y'all, so me and my friends, we decided to pick a day when we wanted to sneak out. And we didn't really want to, like, sneak out and go do bad stuff or anything. We literally just wanted to go sneak out, go get snacks, and that's really it, and then go back to school. Okay, so we picked a day that we wanted to sneak out, but mind you, my friend, she gets dropped off at school. She doesn't like walk or anything, and she like doesn't like walking and all that. And so basically, me and my friend, we both walked together at the time because she lived really, really motherfucking close to me. Oh, bitch. She lived really, really close to me. And so she would usually come to my house and we would walk to school together sometimes. And this time we decided to do that and we decided to go to school, pick up my friend from school, and then go to the store. So tell me why I literally got to school and I was trying to find my friend because she didn't want to fucking wait at the front. So we had to wait and, well, actually, we didn't have to wait. My other friend that I took with me waited. And then my other friend at school, I went in school to like try to find her and I found her. And a lot of my friends saw me that I was at school because, like, girl, I have like a decent amount of friends at that time. And so a lot of them saw me and they were like, oh, where are you going? And I was like, oh, I'm going back to my house because I forgot my keys. But yeah, they knew that I was lying. They didn't believe me. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Hopefully they don't do nothing about it. But yeah, so I had picked up my friend and we ended up deciding to like leave like literally right away. We didn't waste any time. As soon as I saw my friend, we literally just started going. So we had a plan that we were gonna go to, I think it was gonna be Dunkin' or McDonald's. It was one of the two. But when we were walking, we all got so scared. My friend was so scared too. She literally stopped halfway and then wanted to go to back to school. I was like, girl, why are you crazy? Alright, y'all, so I'm not gonna lie, I was also like low-key really scared as fuck. Like low-key, when we were walking halfway, I did stop for a bit, but it was literally just like a little, oh my gosh, wait, I'm low-key scared. Okay, whatever, let's just go. Like, I wasn't there sitting there like actually tweaking. I was just there a little bit scared, but I still went. Like, I wasn't the main one scared. But anyways, we still decided to go, and we were walking to McDonald's, and we started like checking our map, and it was a lot farther than we thought. So we were like, wait, we could low-key just go to this drugstore that was literally right there, and it has like basically what we want, because all we really wanted was a drink. Like at that point when we were walking, because it was like super cold, mind y'all, it was like literally snowing, and we were like, all we want is a drink and like candy. That's really all we want. So we were like, okay, let's just go into this drugstore and just get everything that we want. And mind you, we were literally shitting ourselves because right when we got into the drugstore, or right when we were across the corner from the drugstore, we literally saw the cop car and they literally started walking like towards us like this. Not walking, but like the car like this. Like we were right here and they were walking like this, driving like this really, really slow. They slowed down and then they kept going, whatever. We got super scared, so we just like hurried up and went into the drugstore, obviously. And y'all, tell me why right the fuck when we got into that drugstore, I had to take the fattest sorry if that was a little bit TMI, but I literally had to go. And I was telling my friends, like, hurry up, get what you need. Like, you guys need to get what you need. Mind you, I started realizing, I was like, wait, I didn't bring my money. So I literally told my friend that I didn't bring my money, and all I had on me was like $6. And my friend was like, it's fine, I could pay for y'all. And I was like, okay, bet. And so all I grabbed, I think I grabbed an Arizona tea, and then Sour Punch straws, I think. I think that's all I really got. And then my other friend, they got more stuff. But yeah, that's all we got. And then, what's it called? We were low-key scared that the cashier was gonna say something about us because we had our backpacks on because, girl, we didn't go to school. But they didn't really say anything, so we just left it like that. Well, I put this a little bit too high, but y'all, basically, we just let it be like that. And so right when we started going back to the fucking school, we were like, we saw another cop, y'all, and we got so scared, but we just like ignored them and like literally just started speed walking. And then y'all, what's it called? And y'all, tell me why the fuck when we were like 5 minutes away from the fucking school, a fucking train went on. Like, y'all, I'm not even joking. Like, literally, the train went on. And so we went the other way because we were like, oh, shit, we gotta go. Mind you, it was like already like 8:30. So, yeah. So we were like, oh shit, we gotta go. Like, we gotta go now. Like, we can't even play right now. So we literally turned a different way. We literally turned away and started going a different direction. And y'all, tell me why I never been that direction before. And we got literally lost. Like, we got lost in the town. In this small ass fucking town. Because basically, there's a block where it's like a deep, deep block. But then there's a dead end. And so we went deep, deep in the block. And there was a dead end. And we didn't know where we were at. Because, like, all the surroundings were just, like, houses, basically. And we weren't in a neighborhood because, like, well, we were in a neighborhood. but it wasn't like a normal neighborhood where it's like you could just drive out. No, like there was a dead end or whatever. But basically, but y'all, basically we got lost and our phones weren't really working. So basically, we just started like walking around all over again until we saw this one store that like we always go to, and we were like, wait, we always go to that same like store. I know where we're at. Me and my friend, we always used to go to that store, so we knew where we were at. So, anyways, we knew where we were at. So we were like, okay, like we could go to school now. So we started walking to school, and y'all, tell me why we were still like 5 to 10 minutes away from the school, but we still got there. We didn't get in trouble. We were scared how like the office was gonna take it, because if you come in late from my school, you have to go straight to the office. And yeah, and we were scared that they were gonna call our parents once we go to the office. So we went to the office. They didn't even ask us anything at all, and I was surprised a little bit, because it's like usually the office is more strict, but they were just like, okay, you're late, because basically me and my friends, we had like this little like game planned out. So basically my friend was gonna go in first, and then my other friend was gonna go in first, and then we were gonna go in like at different times, like different minutes basically, so like they wouldn't suspect anything, because like we're all in the same grade. But basically, right when we were going to the office, tell me why, we literally saw this random ass girl. She was coming in late too, and she literally came in right when we were going in. We were like, okay, wait, if we go in there with her, they're not gonna think it's suspicious, because like she's also late, and like we're walking in with her too. So basically, we just ended up walking in with her. And yeah, but tell me why a lot of my friends, they were like being hella weird. Like they were like, oh, we know you weren't going to get your keys, what were you actually doing? And then I guess some of them were telling the teachers that they saw us come to school before. And one of the teachers actually went up to me, and they were like, oh, why did you come in late? And I literally said it, what happened. Not what happened, but I was like, oh, I went back home to go get my keys. And then they were like, why did they say that your friends came with you? And I was like, what friends? None of my friends came with me. Why would they come to my house? And then they believed me, so yeah. Well, alright, y'all, that's it for today's story time. Let me know if y'all want more of these, because I low-key like telling them. But anyways, that's it for today's. Let me know if y'all like the makeup too, and that's it. Bye, y'all.
Story time on how I was talking to somebody famous. Well, he wasn't famous. His brother was famous, so makes up for it. I didn't want to put this on YouTube because I feel like the story isn't that interesting to put on YouTube, but it's interesting to put on TikTok, so yeah. Basically, one of my best friends had texted me, and she was like, hey, like my this guy that I used to go to school, or like they somehow know each other, was like, you're pretty and he wants to get put on with you. This was last summer, and I was like, you know what, like it's summer, YOLO. And I didn't have Bootang, so whatever. And so he followed me, I followed him back. We started chit-chatting, whatever. And then my friend calls me, and I'm trying to get more information about him, like what, like, you know, what's he like, da, da, da. But from my friend, not from him. And my friend was like, oh, he's Blank's little brother. And I was like, wait, hold on, like, whose little brother? Because his older brother isn't a big TikToker, but he's pretty known. Like, he kind of fell off, no offense. But he's pretty known. I think his girlfriend's more known than him, but his girlfriend's bad. But there's also 2 TikTokers that have this name. So I was like, wait, like which one? Because if it was the other one, I was going to start going crazy. But it was this other one. I was like, oh, like he's chill too. So then she was like, oh, like she showed me who she was talking about, like who the older brother was. And I was like, that's his older brother? So I started Googling, and I was like, how many siblings does have a little brother? Like, you know, because I was like, wait, like this is not real. And Google famous birthdays, nothing showed that he had a little brother. So I was like, are you a fraud? Like, I'm trying to think here. But Google did say that he had a younger sister, which I already knew that. And then, yeah. Plus, my cousin and some other of my friends already knew the younger sister, which was the guy I was talking to's older sister. But the famous TikToker's younger sister, if that makes sense. So I'm over here trying to see, like, if there's anywhere on social media that it shows that this guy has a younger brother, so I like know this isn't like a fraud or something. But I end up like never figuring it out. Me and this guy, we stopped talking. I kind of forgot about him, whatever. And then his older brother's girlfriend pops up on my For You page, and I was like, like let me watch this TikTok. Tell me why the little brother shows up on it. And the like caption was talking about like my brother-in-law. I was like, so you're not a fraud? And then whatever, either way, I let it go. I was like, whatever. Like 2 months later, me and my friends go to 3-man. And my homegirl was like, oh, like, let me see who I can invite.
she's like, I found somebody, and like we're like, oh, who did that? She brings up the famous TikToker's little brother, and I'm like, I talked to him too. What? But me and this guy weren't serious. Like we didn't talk like in a serious level, so didn't really care. Just brushed it off. We went on a 3-man. This guy was acting so freaking Hollywood. He was acting like he was Hollywood. Like literally, he was walking away from us. He like didn't want to be seen with us, and I was like, okay. We end up going to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I'm over here telling him, like, call your brother, call your brother, call your brother. I was fangirling a little, but, like, can't blame me. And he ends up calling his brother, and his brother didn't pick up. But whatever. And, yeah, that's the story time on how I talked to somebody whose older brother was TikTok famous. And still is. Yeah. And this is not to bring up the pastor and thing. I'm in a happy talking stage. So, yeah, it was just funny story time. And I was like, oh, like, I thought about it, and I was like, make sure you follow.
Get ready with me. Okay, I haven't made one of these in literally 2 months. I think the last time I made a get ready with me was like the last day of school. Or like not even the last day of school. I have a lot to catch you guys up on. My life had just been like so hectic, and I've just been like really busy with work. I've been working a crap ton because your girl's broke. I am like planning on trying to go like to this like trip with my friends. We're all trying to like plan it, and hopefully this makes it out of group chat. I've done nothing all summer besides work and like hang out with my friends. Like I haven't like really like gone anywhere. I feel like you know who your real friends are like once it's summer, because like say y'all were gonna hang out but then like y'all never hang out. And like I've been like asking like some of these like friends to like hang out, and then they're like hanging out with other people, which is fine. Like I don't care, but like just tell me that you don't want to hang out with me, I guess. Like my whole summer consists of hanging out with like the same group of people, watching Love Island, and going to work. Like I literally have work every other day, which is like good because I need it. But like, you know that my parents like are strict, but like they're not strict. So if y'all need like a little tutorial, I got y'all. I'm trying to see if I can get my nails done today because I feel like a little boy. If I don't have my nails done, then it's just like, I've been using this and this is like my holy grail. It's like this lip stain. My cousin put me on it and I'm like obsessed. I kind of just like line my lips. I think it's time to reveal. That's what the lips look like. What? These are what the lips look like, and this will last literally all day. With me, I will try to stay on it, guys. I'm really I'll be sure to make a get ready tomorrow because I have work tomorrow, and I'll make like a little, yeah, or maybe a story time because I have like crazy story times from work. Let's get ready with me. Hope you enjoyed.